And I can tell you that the masses respond. And you see it with Bill.
Yeah.
There's a reason Bill is Bill. I mean, I think HBO's paying him like $20 million for a reason.
Wow.
Bill, if you're mad, you can cut that out. Anyway, like, there's a reason he's the $30 million man.
Well, look, I respect him in that he is unafraid to say what he actually thinks, and he does it all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes he says things that, offend my sensibilities.
Same.
But whatever. I mean, he's his own person, and obviously he's doing something right. He was also one of the first, maybe he's like the only other person on the left or in the Democratic Party that was willing to like very vocally call out.
Show the warts.
Yeah, and I really respect that.
And they haven't called him MAGA yet. I think the reason is because he hates Trump so much you couldn't possibly.
He definitely hates Trump.
Like, doesn't take a beat on it ever.
That shines through for sure.
Very much so. So it's like, but the right is willing. They'll go back at him, but they're willing. He's on Gutfeld.
Mm-hmm.
He's on this, he's on that. You could get Matt Walsh to sit down. It's very difficult to get people from the left to sit down. It really is. They're less willing to engage. God damn.
Why do you think that is? Yeah, like, have you had a hard
Impossible.
time?
Did you see John Stewart come out and say that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, Anna.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
John Stewart's having a hard time getting people on the left?
Where's my phone?
I'll go on his
please
show.
Google this.
I will.
John?
I'll go on your show,
I got
John.
one for you. He came out and it was everywhere, and he was incapable of bringing left journalists onto his show. They wouldn't even return the calls. Hang on, where is my phone?
I'm dying to know about this.
Okay, John Stewart calls out NBC and CNN for not allowing reporters on his podcast.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so
there's more to this that I don't know.
I mean, I don't know too much about that story, so I got to read the details. But there's this.
I don't think it's just them though. It's also like the MSNBC. So it's CNN, MSNBC, NBC.
They have these exclusivity clauses in their contracts that prevents them from being able to appear on other shows. It's kind of like the non-compete clauses that other employees have in other fields of work.
He ain't saying that's it. He's saying they're not even returning calls.
Interesting. But why?
Because he's making fun of the DNC and the Republicans at the same time.
Yeah, he does do that, and I love that about him.
So does Bill, and somehow Bill manages to pull it off. But he's saying that the minute he'll point out something about the DNC that's hypocritical, he even says while he's doing it, he's like, well, there goes that booking. Like,
Great. I mean, great. The way I see it is, if you are lying to your audience in order to maintain access to certain people, then you're putting together a pretty crappy show.
Right.
I mean, he would have to muzzle himself in order to appeal to people who would be boring as hell on his show anyway. Who wants to hear from ideologues? Ideologues are boring. They're like the most boring, predictable people on the planet. Yet they are like, our media is littered with them. Like, let's. It's about time we purge some of the ideologues and bring some, actual nuanced thinkers, critical thinkers on.